Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be doing a little cool thing to make a Gold Elite, or an Elite Zealot in Halo 1, lose his energy sword. So, if you remember, previously we did a video about making the Fuel Rod Grunts lose their Fuel Rod Cannons. Well, this time around, we'll be making the Gold Elite lose his energy sword in a pretty similar method. But it is a little trickier than the Grunt. It's best if you do this with two people, really. You could do it by yourself, but you may have to revert a lot, and you'll see why eventually. But yeah, so on the mission, Assault in the Control Room, near the beginning, there'll be, at the first bridge, there'll be a Gold Elite with the Energy Sword. And for those of you who've played Halo 1 before, you know how the Sword Elites will follow you so far and keep they'll just keep charging at you, and it's kind of scary actually, because if you're speed running the mission and you run by the elite, you may notice that he's still chasing you, and then sometimes he catches up to you and you hear a sword swing and it's so close to you, and it's so scary. But anyways, we'll be taking advantage of that little thing that he does and just have him keep following you until you get to the elevator here. So once you're in the elevator, and let's switch to classic mode now, you can do this on both anniversary or classic, MCC or original Halo CE. But we'll be doing this on MCC just because, for a more updated method of sorts. But once you're on the elevator, just go down and keep walking around in circles close to the elite. And that'll prevent him from slashing you. Otherwise, if you kind of stand there, then yeah, he'll probably kill you before you get down to the bottom of the elevator shaft. Now, once you're down there, sometimes he won't exactly follow you out, so you need to keep getting in front of him, getting in his face, and then having him go berserk and start charging at you to get him out. And it may take a few tries of getting him in and out, but eventually he'll follow you and resume the whole following you through the whole map kind of thing. So at this point, just make your way out of here. Sometimes he may fall behind. If that's the case, you need to go back and once again, get his attention and then get him to chase after you. And if you have two people doing it, then one person can kind of go ahead and clear enemies, while the other person, is the bait for the Sword Elite, which is a very scary task because I don't know, I feel like Sword Elites in Halo 1 were actually the scariest, just because how crazy they are with tackling you or following you. But anyways, once you come through this door, we should come outside, and what you want to do, have one person clear all the enemies, because that'll make it a lot easier, and destroy any enemy vehicles as well that are still being driven around. And what you want to do is go for one of the ghosts over here. Usually there'll probably only be one, because the other elite took the other one, which will need to be destroyed by your teammate. But what you do is you drive the ghost to the elite, and then just put it near him, get out, and then the Sword Elite will get on. And him being on the ghost is nothing special. Other than they never use ghosts, but when they use it, they use it normally. It's not glitched or anything. But what you want to do now is get in a Warthog, or have someone get in a Warthog, and then just use the Warthog to ram the ghost, and then flip the elite out of the ghost. It's very easy to do, because the ghosts are very easy to flip with Warthogs on Halo 1. But that's basically all you need to do. Just like with the Fuel Rod Grunt, just flip them out of the whatever vehicle they're in or turret they're in. And once they're out, they lose their weapon, or in this case, the Sword Elite loses his energy sword. And then once he loses the sword, he just kind of stands there. But if you get too close, he'll still melee you and can still do damage, but not as much damage. Not as much as with the energy sword. With the energy sword, one swing would do a lot of damage, a lot more damage, even on easy difficulty. But here we are now, still on easy difficulty. But his melees, while elites do have, an unarmed melee in Halo 1, which is pretty interesting, actually, because I'm pretty sure it's never used at all. It's not as powerful of a melee as with the sword. So it's a little interesting thing there. But yeah, so the elite is, for the most part, pretty passive. As long as you don't get too close, then he won't bite. So yeah, and then also sometimes he'll just keep crouching up and down, kind of like teabag in place, like you just saw there. And I'm not sure why he does that. And also occasionally, some other times he may leap at you, but that's about it. And yeah, when he crouches, it looks like he's sitting down as well. It's kind of a weird position, and I've never really seen that kind of animation before on Elite and Halo 1. It's a lot of like unused animations, I guess, that, well, not unused, but like ones that, you know, you would normally never be able to see or notice. So it's pretty interesting to see it this time around, as well as the unarmed melee. Yeah, at least like the unarmed elites can do a little bit of damage. The unarmed grunts without fuel rod cannons, they just go A pose, or like almost T pose sort of. But yeah, so the reason why I wanted to revisit this is, you know, shortly after we did the video of the fuel rod grunt losing his weapon, I remember like a long time ago, like actually not too long ago, just like a few years ago, there was like one really popular video on YouTube actually showing this exact same thing. And I wanted to go back and like see what the method was. But that video and pretty much all similar videos to it, I think like only one person really did like a tutorial of it anyways, but those videos were all gone. And at first, like, you know, I asked around to see like people remember the video. Some remembered it, and then some like thought I was just like imagining it or remembering it wrong. But we did a lot of digging, and there definitely was a video a long time ago, and it was quite popular too. It got a lot of views, but for some reason the original uploader deleted the video and his whole channel, I think. So that whole video, the whole method is pretty much lost completely. So I decided to like revisit this, and it took us a little bit to like figure this out. So I don't know if this is the exact same method that the original uploader did, but this is what worked for us. And you know, it's possible there might be an easier method somewhere out there, or maybe our method is the newest, easiest one. But you know, at the very least, I wanted to tackle it again and, you know, have it out there for the record. So whoever wants to try this out can feel free to do so. And of course, this is updated for MCC as well, so you can do this on any Halo game, including Halo MCC. But yeah, so that about wraps up for this video. That is how to make a Gold Elite lose his energy sword, or rather an Elite Zealot. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did enjoy it and found it to be interesting, make sure to leave a like as always. If there's anything else for me to check out, or any other experiments I'm going to do, or whatever stuff I'm going to look into, just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll definitely do my best to look into it when I get the chance. But other than that, if you haven't already, do make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!